back to 2025 Yokohama presents FDJ2 final round, Okayama International Circuit.
Yeah, we're gonna have a really interesting top 16 for y'all. Gonna be some great battles. But we're gonna do the Japanese national anthem here shortly, so we'll see you real quick.
And we're back. We're going to get started with the top 16 ceremony. Coming in at top qualifier, car number 62, Tatsuya Kobayashi, Team Trinity Racing. And his opponent, car number 829, White River and Wacos, Sena. The second battle is going to be between driver number 104 from Team Zero, Toshihiko
頑張ります。お願いします。
and his opponent is going to be car number 620 with athlete and LB Racing, Hinato. Battle 3 is going to be between driver number 23 and Veicolo, Jace. Car number 727 with Tamematsu Thunderbird with Kia Manjinja, Tomoharu Nishizaki. And battle 4, car number 109 from Garidori Kai, Buy Now Japan, Yusuke Aoki. He's going to be battling car 92 from G-Master HPI Racing with Neat, Kenji Suzuki. Battle number 5. Right now without a machine. Car number 7. With Valino, Toshiro Nakamura. He's going to be battling car number 48. OS Ginkin. Tomoe Produce. Tomoyuki Kintashiwa. battle number 6. Timmy Wu, currently having machine trouble. They're trying to fix it right now. He's going to be battling against car number 99, Nagahiro Racing, Kazuya Nagahiro. Battle number 7, RPM Parts, car number 896, Russell Vire. And he's going to be battling from Team Taiwan Elite Silver Mist, car number 260, Jonathan Chin. And the last battle going to be Team Trinity Racing, car number 63, Fuga Kimura. He's going to be battling from Team CM Feeling, car number 85, Daisuke Hara.
Yeah, there's going to be some very interesting battles, some fun battles that are going to go down. I know Jonathan and Russell are very excited to go back at it from 2 rounds ago.
Yep, Suzuka, right?
Yep.
Or is it Suzuka? Or both?
Probably both. They've been battling a lot this year. They're very, they got similar style, similar skills, and they love to battle each other. You got
Kobayashi and Sena.
Yeah, that's going to be a very fun battle because they're really a lot of angle, a lot of speed.
And that's a revenge battle from Okuibuki.
Yeah.
It's like Sena's already having some fun. FDJ2 sponsors: Yokohama Tires, MID Wheels, VP Racing, Reeds, Odd-Eye Helmet, Advantage Neo, Hummingbird, FPV Drone, Okayama International Circuit. Drivers just heading back to the pits.
We'll get our first battle started very shortly.
We have our Japanese MC, Aichi Akutsu, Japanese commentator, Nobuteru Tanaguchi, and our judges, Yoichi Imamura, Tadahiro Fukada, and Kenji Yamanaka. Josh?
I'm Langston, and we'll be here the rest of the day.
Just hanging out, watching some drifting.
Yep, hopefully able to explain some of the judges' decisions, see what we see how they see it, and explain it to y'all.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let us know. And FDJ2 is a Yokohama one-make tire, Neova 8009s, which means all drivers have the exact same tire. Nice, even, level playing field. FDJ2 is also a one-make wheel company. They're using MID wheels by Rays. So it means all the drivers have to use this make of wheel. There's like 6 different styles they can choose from, but they're all choosing MID wheels by Rays.
And they've been holding up to the test, really. Few people have been into the wall this weekend, and I haven't seen a single one break. There was a few guys into the wall at Fuji, and they didn't break. So like they're holding strong from what we can tell, and they're doing really well.
Yeah.
I see all the drivers at the pits now, so we'll be started shortly. Our first battle up with Kobayashi and Sena. They should be swapping tires and heading to the burnabouts very shortly.
Yeah. Hashtag FDJ2.
So yeah, all the drivers in FDJ2 use one make tire, which is the Advan 8009s.
Yep, the Yokohama Advan Naova 8009s.
Yep, and they have to use that rain or shine. They do have the option between some size difference, but really the only difference they're not getting a different tire, just size tire.
Correct. And I think that they have one of 2 sizes to choose from.
Yep.
Yeah, LM740, that's right. Back from Fuji. Whenever they were setting the hashtag FDJ2 up, they put it in reverse order.
You were part of that.
Yeah. There's a bit of cloud cover, but it's starting to get pretty toasty out. There's not much wind either, so what you'll see is as a chase driver, it's going to be really hard to see if you're behind the lead instead of in the pocket. It could be complete whiteout for you.
Yep. There's definitely some different speed groups there's some battles that have some speed differences, so it's going to be very interesting to see one of the faster drivers having to slow down for the slower drivers and vice versa. So we'll see how they handle that.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a couple speed differences. I think the first 8 matches, or in this case 7, because right now Timmy Woo's currently unavailable. They are about the same speed for most of the drivers. The next set, the grade 8, that's when you're going to start to see some speed differences. Being a slower driver, sometimes you think having the lead is nice because the chase driver will straighten up a lot. But also, if the chase driver starts to run away whenever they're in the lead, it might become an inactive chase. So that's something to keep an eye out for too. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting stickers. Yeah, they're pretty good about bringing us a bunch of water and tea.
Yeah, right now it's 28 degrees Celsius. So the track's probably around 30, 32.
I mean, I would go maybe even 35.
So it's starting to heat up like it did for them during qualifying. So they should be pretty used to the conditions.
Yeah, the sun has come out and the sun is strong.
Sun hasn't been out all day and it just started coming out and it's bright.
Yeah. And toasty. They're just getting some final things buttoned up. And then Kobayashi and Zaina will be pulling up to the line. Oh, so for the most part, FDJ and FDJ2 are very similar. FDJ2 requires specific tires and specific wheels, whereas FDJ, you can use their sponsors' tires and whatever wheels you choose, which means you have varying different levels of grip, both side bike and lateral. Whereas FDJ2, again, you're using all the same tires, so they all have similar light characteristic.
Yeah, the guys are really going off of skill rather than setup on FDJ2. And then FDJ1 is all about skill as well. They just have an advantage on sponsors. And then also FDJ2, there's a bigger variety of cars, as in horsepower level and setup, as like some are more closer to the street style, and some are tailored to like full-blown race cars. That's what they were built for. So there's just small differences that don't between 2 and 1.
I mean, if you're taking a look at the entire field, not just the top 16 here, for FDJ2, you're looking at anywhere from 300 horsepower at the low end to almost 1,000 at the high end. And if you take a look at FDJ1, I think the minimum you'll see is 500 or 600. With a couple cases, you might see as low as 400, but then you'll see up as high as 1,000 or even 1,200 horsepower. But a lot of the higher end cars are definitely in J1. J2, there's a couple other things that are slightly different, but those are just as far as the car setup and tech inspection stuff. Really, it's mainly for safety purposes. So when you say sub or main sponsors, are you talking about for the series, or are you talking about for specific cars? We have Yokohama Tires presents FDJ2 Round 6 Okayama International Circuit, Top 16. And pulling up to the line now, we have in the lead, car number 62, Tatsuya Kobayashi, Team Trinity Racing, with his JZX 100 Mark II. And in the chase, we have car number 829, Sena, White River with Wakos, and his JZX 100 Mark II. So we have a JZX 100 battle right from the start. That's a tough one because there's a good chance any of the drivers.
Yeah, it definitely goes either way. Kobayashi entering, Sena staying right there behind him, coming in with a little bit more speed, so he's on the handbrake a little longer than what he wanted, and he goes really deep into that touch and go, but is able to keep up all the way through outer zone 3 as Sena's now falling back just a little at that touching inside clip, and now they're through. He went way deep.
I think he's bringing up too much speed after zone 1, so essentially he had to duck out. Yeah, it looks like Kobayashi. Nice smooth transition. Sena was trying to catch up a little too fast, so he had to duck out right at the touch point. Sena getting in the pocket here. Maybe missing a bit of the smoke. But very, very good recovery. Yeah, so especially with the earlier battles, you'll see quite a bit less proximity for the final 4. That's when you'll start to see, door-to-door action. And coming back, switching positions, we're going to have Sena in the lead and Kobayashi in the chase. There's Team Trinity. Sena's used to the high-speed chases.
Yeah, it might have just looked like he got lost in the smoke, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
And just transitioned a little on too far to the right. Just way too deep.
Just a little late on the transition then. We're just currently waiting on the next battle to get past the finish line.
Sees it.
Well, he should be waving the red flag.
He does not see it until now. Which I know these guys are pushing the limits of those tires. So hopefully he has enough tires to finish this battle out.
I mean, it's going to be the same for either driver, yeah?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay, now we got 2 cars. Okay, never mind. So a lot of times, especially when you have a longer track like this, the drivers will just turn around. But in this case, Kobayashi turned around, but they didn't want him to. They want him just to continue straight. And then they let another car on the track that was coming around for staging.
So the red flag just means that there was either a pylon touch or a false start, or technically a failure to start. You have 1 second to start after the light. And then, so they waved the red flag to let the drivers know that there was a restart needed. So they should have, if they see it, then they're supposed to stop. Also at the end of right before zone 1 should be around the 3, 2, 1. There should be a flashing light that flashes out.
But it's tricky, especially when it gets bright all of a sudden like it is. And you might not see the flag when it's waving at the stand up top.
Yeah, you don't really.
Because as you're approaching in a different direction.
You're also thinking about where you're supposed to be, not looking up.
We have Sanin leading Kobayashi in the chase.
Coming off. Kobayashi taking it nice and easy, just giving him some distance. Staying really close with them as they transition that touch and go. Coming around the outer zone 3 now. Kobayashi is staying right there in that pocket, transitioning right at the bumper, all the way through the finish line.
That was a beautiful lead run by Sanin. And Kobayashi just right there in the pocket the whole time.
So nobody loses any points for the first two times. You kind of get like a 3 strike and you're out kind of deal. So like you have 3 times to mess up.
Judge Imamura goes Kobayashi. Judge Fukada, Kobayashi. Judge Yamanaka goes Tatsuya Kobayashi. Kobayashi takes the first battle. And now for our next battle, we have car number 104, Toshiko Mizuno with Team 0 in the lead. In the chase, we have car number 620, Hinato, with Athlete and LB Racing.
There was a track crew out just double checking that there was no more debris from Santa hitting the foam barriers. But they're back and we should start this battle very shortly. Start. Mizuno in the front, Hinato in the back, trying to catch up after that initiation. Just right there at the rear bumper, that transition, that touch and go. Not losing Mizuno at outer zone 2 or 3, but falling back just a little as they make their way around to that inside clip.
Very good lead from Mizuno. Hinato, really, really good chase. He lagged behind just a little bit, but when Mizuno went wide, it gave him the chance to sneak in. Dipping in the pocket, coming around. It looks like Hinato slowed down to make sure he stayed off the rumble strip after zone 3. Overall, very good lead. Very good chase. Now going to be pulling back up to the starting line. We're going to have Hinato in the lead and Mizuno in the chase. Yeah, that was a very good lead. There's Mizuno's team. Team 0.
They're back up to the starting line.
Hinato in the lead and Mizuno in the chase.
Start. Initiating. Coming around in this first outer zone. Mizuno taking out some of the angle to stay close as they make their way. Oh! Mizuno dived in from that outer zone 2 to 3 and went way inside. And then was able to save it and correct after outer zone 3.
Hinato, nice, good. Outside line. Good transition. It looks like Mizuno just gripped up right there and straightened. That's a, whether it's a straighten or not, it's a really big miss.
Yep.
So it really all, let's see what the judges say about it.
Made a judgment.
Judge Imamura goes Hinato. Judge Fukada, Hinato. Judge Yamanaka goes Hinato. Hinato is going into the Great 8.
It's definitely an upset for Mizuno.
And up next, we have in the lead, car number 23 from Viacolo, Jace, with his Z33 Fair Lady. And in the chase, we have car number 727, Tomoharu Nishizaki in his S13 coupe.
Just entering in that first outer zone. Nishizaki's going a little too deep, maybe getting lost in the smoke. Now trying to have him to catch up as they make their way through outer zone 3. Now they're coming around that inside foot, and he was just unable to catch up after that.
Yeah, it looks like Nishizaki just washed out going into outer zone 1. Yeah. 3+ tires off. And unfortunately, Jace just pulling away from him.
Now we're going to have to see if Chase can slow down just a little bit and keep it nice and conservative. Nishizaki as he leads.
Yeah, both Jace and Nishizaki are a little bit on the slower sides. Jace is able to throw a ton of angle going each one of the corners, going wide into the zone. So really, really nice leads. But when you have a faster lead and Jace is chasing, that's when it gets a bit more fun. Now flipping positions, we're going to have Nishizaki in the lead and Jace in the chase.
Good job in outer zone 1. Chase falling back a little bit between that touch and go in outer zone 2. Now having to try to catch up as they make their way through outer zone 3 and into this touch and
go. Looked like Jace was just playing it safe. Especially after Nishizaki zeroed out on his chase run. Overall, a really good lead run. Hit all the zones nicely. Pretty shallow through zone 3, but let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Jace. Judge Fukada, Jace. Judge Yamanaka, Jace. So all 3 judges go Jace. So he'll be in the grade 8. Up next is Battle 4. We have car 109, Yusuke Aoki, Garidori Kai, Buy Now Japan, in the JZX 100 Mark II. And in the chase, we have car number 92, Kenji Suzuki, G-Meister, HML Racing, and Neat, his chaser.
Coming around in the 3-2-1 area. Now getting into outer zone 1. Aoki doing a nice job. Big lead. Suzuki falling back just a little bit, going 2 tires off, it looks like, in outer zone 2. Having a little bit of a bobble in outer zone 3, just causing him not to catch up. It looks like he might have straightened right before the finish line.
Nice and deep for zone 1. Aoki putting down a really good lead. Looks like Suzuki's having some issues. I'm not sure if it's car troubles or he just got offline at first. And it looked like Suzuki just gave up on the chase. Oh, that's good to see. Nakamura's car is back and running.
Yeah, FDJ2, there's definitely a lot of JZX chassis in competition, but also at the same time, there's a lot of S chassis in competition as well. It's a pretty, I would say, kind of half and half, maybe a little more on the S chassis side. There's quite a few X chassis.
It's just that for whatever reason, most of the X's are in the top half of our bracket. Now switching positions, we're going to have Suzuki in the lead and Aoki in the chase.
Initiating at that 2-2-1. Doing a nice job, nice and deep through outer zone 1. Aoki playing pretty conservative as they make their way around outer zone 3. Aoki does need to pick it up just a little bit to that inside clip.
I mean, it's tough, right? So if someone is chasing you, they zero up behind you, how confident do you feel that they'd be able to put down a good lead? Now, in this case, Suzuki put down a good lead.
But there has been times where it does bite you too aggressive.
Because the last thing you want to do is be door to door and you're the fault for their accident.
Correct.
Which would lead to it one more time. When you already have the win, you know? Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Aoki. Judge Fukada, Aoki. Judge Yamanaka goes Ryusuke, Aoki. Let's say Aoki will be going to the Great 8. So battle 5, we have in the lead car number 7, Toshiro Nakamura, Japan Environment Development Racing with Valino in his S15. And in the chase, car number 48, Tomoyuki Kitashiba with OS Genkin and Kamui Produce in his ZN6, Hachiro.
Nakamura coming out with a killer lead run. Kitashiba not backing down, as he made a transition a little early at that touch and go, causing him to fall back a little bit, but now catching back up as he gets right at that bumper on the transition at that inside clip.
Yeah, Nakamura putting down a killer lead. And Kitashiba, good proximity. Washes out a little bit through zone 1. Is able to flatten it out, come in a little bit harder into zone 3 to close up the gap right by the last inner clip. As you can see, just getting right there in the pocket. with that little bit of washout, it's hard to make up for small errors, you know? Yeah, Nakamura has just been on it all season long.
Yeah, he definitely has been very, very consistent in every track he's been at.
Now we're switching positions. We'll have Kitashibara in the lead and Nakamura in the chase.
Pylon touch, so they will restart.
It's always nice when they catch it early.
Yeah.
I mean, the drivers especially.
Or if they know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I hit that. I need to start over.
Yeah, the big spoilers look so great. But especially this track where there's a lot of essentially straight line, it does make a huge difference.
Got a clean start. They're coming into that 3-2-1. Nakamura trying to dive in right before that outer zone 1 and does do it, gets right there next to him. They transition together into this outer zone 2. Nakamura kind of dives in on the inside, but now catching back at that outside track, and then now almost leaving.
So one of the trickier things, especially about FDJ2, is you have such a wide range of skill levels. So whenever you have the top 16, unless the drivers are comfortable both the lead and chase positions, and not all the time are they, that you'll see some drivers are further back in the chase or closer in the chase. And currently in our field of 16, we have 2 middle schoolers and a high schooler.
Yeah. And this is one of them.
Yeah. Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Nakamura. Judge Fukada, Nakamura. Judge Yamanaka goes Shoshiro Nakamura. Nakamura will be going to the Great 8. So Timmy Wu was having some car problems, so he had to retire today. So this will be a bye run for car number 99. Kazuya Nagahiro Racing is S14 Super. Yeah, I really like Nagahiro's S14. Nice, clean, bright red. Nothing insane when it comes to livery, just lets the car speak for itself.
Yep.
Up next, we have car number 896, Russell Barr with RPM Parts. And in the chase, we have a 260, Jonathan Chen with Team Taiwan Elite Silver Mist in his BMW F22. This should be a lot closer as far as proximity goes in comparison to some of the previous runs.
Also coming in with a big initiation. Jonathan coming in right there behind them as they make their way through outer zone 1. Jonathan falling back just a little as they make their way into outer zone 2 and then tries to dive in through outer zone 3. He gets right there at that back tire and then falls back just enough room to transition and then on through the finish line.
Russell putting in a really nice lead run. And it looks like Jonathan just stand back just a little bit. Wait for the transitions to dive in. And diving in at zone 3. Russell just skimming the ball. And it looks like Jonathan washed out just a little bit coming around the inside clip.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the drivers when they transition from that touch and go to outer zone 2. The chase driver is not being able to carry their normal speed and they're diving in on the inside of the track rather than being able to keep it nice and out wide. And you kind of see that with Jonathan.
Yeah, so part of the problem is from the touch and go to the zone 2, you're able to get more angle as a lead car than the chase car a lot of times because of the proximity or in some cases lack thereof. Now switching positions, we're going to have Jonathan in the lead and Russell in the chase.
Russell's not backing down and diving in right before outer zone 1. Hopefully maybe getting lost in the smoke a little bit at that touch and go, but now diving in, trying to at that outer zone 2 and 3. And oh! It looks like he might have dived too much and over-rotated and having to catch it, falling back.
It looked almost like Jonathan stopped after zone 3. Russell was expecting this to be a lot faster. Looks like he dove in really hard to start with. Jonathan, really nice lead run. You can see the smoke just stop right after.
Yeah, definitely. You can see him on the handbrake at that, right after outer zone 3.
Right at zone 3. You're supposed to be right back on the gas. And it looked like Jonathan, I don't know if he stalled, misshifted, but you can see he's on throttle here, off throttle there, and then back on throttle. And that's the spot you should be accelerating all the way through.
Judge is taking a closer look, doing a couple replays for themselves.
What the judges will end up doing is they'll look at lead to lead and chase to chase. And if they see any sort of issue, they'll determine whether it's caused by the lead or the chase.
And as you can see, we're doing that right now.
Yeah, They're definitely taking a look at both of the drivers in both the lead and the chase positions. And listen what the judges say. Judge Imamura, one more time. Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka, one more time. It looks like we'll see Russell and Jonathan one more time.
Yeah, both drivers having a little bit of issues on both sides of the driving. So.
And up next, we'll have in the lead, car 63, Team Trinity Racing, Fuga Kimura. And in the chase, car number 85, Team CM Feeling, Daisuke Hara.
Hara staying right there on his door all the way through outer zone 1. Leave him just enough room to transition at that touch and go. Now coming back around for outer zone 2. And getting right back in the door. Oh! Having a show! Had to straighten out and then just was unable to slow down and hit.
So now the judges are going to take a look and see if Kimura was spinning, if Kimura over-rotated or spun at zone 3, which led to the crash. It looks like Kimura is super toe out right now. They're going to take a look at the replay. And Daisuke, he was tucked in the door the whole time.
Yeah. Definitely looks like Kimura was
over-rotated
on the way to. I don't know if he was fully, but he was definitely on the way to when Hara hit him.
Oh, the drone should probably help out a bit. Close, 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 close,
No
close,
hit, no
close.
hit, no hit. And then, oh yeah, he definitely was past. But we'll have to get the judge's opinion and what they think.
I mean, that is also true. In his defense, the bumper was almost off anyways.
Yeah, because we can say whatever we want, but realistically, the judges are making the decisions. They're making all of the calls. So what we see, they could see differently.
Yeah, I mean, tragic. That's essentially the case too. The chase car straightened and the lead car over-rotated.
Uh-oh.
What? Why don't they just stand on it and let him drive over it? They're gonna rip off the side skirt trying to get the bumper.
Yeah, I was saying, don't mess my side skirts up. that angle definitely looks like he was past the point of return.
Yeah.
But there's other angles that don't look like that. So,
I mean, from the drone, it's definitely a different point of view. So from our angle at the booth, it looked like they touched there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, to me.
Oh no. Sad.
Oh. So they stepped on it and drove over it? Oh. That's a novel idea. Yeah, it was also trickier with the bumper in there because that's where his side exhaust is. At least I think he's got a side exhaust. He's got the hole for it.
I think it used to be. I don't think it truly does.
No.
Because this has to go past the rear axle for FD rules.
Can it come back in front?
Gotta be pointless.
Yeah. So I think they're trying to decide who's at fault for the whole timeout situation.
Looks like Hada's getting 10 minutes.
The one of the things that's crazy is that was one of those times when I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have hit wheel to wheel like that, and Hada would be on top of them.
Yeah, I think he just missed that.
Yeah. But I felt like in the States there was like 3 rounds in a row where there's cars on top of cars.
Yeah. Looks like they might just be taping up that bumper, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and they'll probably do a quick tow, check, and probably be on his way.
I wonder if they spent 10 minutes just taping up the bumper. I see Jonathan and Russell head back for the one more time.
Yeah, so while they are getting to the pits and doing their 5-minute and 10-minute timeouts, we'll start our one more time battle after they got it out of the burnout box. definitely looks like he has a bent tie rod. On that right side, he got hit. They should have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to check and change the tie rod, maybe a bent arm, and they'll be back out as soon as this one more time battle is over now.
Yep. And we have car number 896, Russell Vart with RPM Parts in the lead, and in the chase, car number 260, Jonathan Chen with Team Taiwan Elite Silver Mist. So a 200 SX versus F22 M2.
Big lead, and whoa! It's like Jonathan tried to initiate and it just didn't go his way. Russell will finish his lead run by himself. So we need to make sure that Jonathan is okay.
You can see when Jonathan starts his initiation, something metal flew off. I don't know if it's metal or just silver, but you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh, that's good. Jonathan's up.
Jonathan is out of the car.
Yeah, you can see Team Silver Mist. Like they were just hoping that Jonathan was okay.
It's got to be very upset for Jonathan, as he is, from talking to him, he wants his run to be perfect every single time. So something that may have been out of his control is definitely going to upset him. But I will say that car has been through all of the works this weekend, as he hit the wall once with the rear end. Now this, they're now looking at every part.
It looked like front metal, but that's only because I know Russell's car. I don't know that he's got anything silver in the rear. Like all of his subframes and everything, they're either red or black. All the arms are the Wisefab blue. So I don't know what could have been silver from Russell's car. Jonathan, we're gonna take a quick commercial. We'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼ。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディフレンディホイールは MID
Made in Japan. Breed.
Looks like Daisuke got his bumper filled in pretty good with the tape. They're still working on pulling Jonathan's car off the track. It's loaded on the truck. It's currently backing up to get onto the track to exit the course.
Yeah, there you can see that truck's backing up.
Yeah, while they were getting Jonathan's car loaded, the course workers were sweeping the course to make sure there's no debris. You know, looking at the car now, as it's driving by, it doesn't look like there's nearly as much damage as I was expecting there to be.
That front wheel is pretty much toast, though. All the front suspension and rear suspension.
I mean, his rears were pretty much in trouble from yesterday. And he was still able to turn it out and make it out for a second run.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing a quick inspection under Kimura's car to make sure that there's no leaking. It looks like, oh. Yeah, see the metal?
His car still looks way too out.
It looks like his driver's side rear wheel, or maybe both of them.
You can hear it.
There's reverse camber.
Yeah, you can hear the toe.
Yeah, but you can see the reverse camber on the back. Look. On the back of Kimura's car.
I would just look at the car and how much toe out there was.
Look at the back. Yeah, I guess Jonathan is going to take a 5-minute timeout and see if he can get his car fixed.
It's worth a shot. He might do it if it's just suspension work. A few bolts and out and in. But you never know. They'll have to take a closer look to see what's actually wrong.
That's right. Hey, there's Fausto.
Giving Russell some pointers.
Yeah.
Something. Good luck.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, that thing is.
I don't know how you're doing it, but
Gotta try.
yeah, you can see the alignment is a little off. But wait and check out the rear tire.
Hada doing a good lead run as Kimura is just trying to stay alive with all that toe out. His car is slowed down way more than normal, so he's just trying to keep it sideways.
I tell you what, it was funny. I was
impressive.
keeping an eye on Kimura. I was watching him more than Hada's lead run because of such a crazy toe out.
Yeah. I'm very impressed that he was able to keep it alive. Sadly, I think that's going to be considered not chaseable.
Hada with a very good lead run. Nice and deep through each of the zones. And Kimura just trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great effort. Judge Imamura goes Hada. Judge Fukada, Hada. Judge Yamanaka goes Daisuke, Hada. So it's like Daisuke Hada will be going to the Great 8.
Yeah. Good on Kimura because he could have just retired, but he came out and anything can happen, and that's what he was expecting. So.
And Russell taking a bye run. And Jonathan was unable to fix his car in time and decided to retire. Talking with Russell earlier today about RB20s, RB25s, and how I really love the RB20 because it's ignition cut over the RB25's fuel cut as far as red line goes. He's like, yeah, my 2J is ignition cut. So that's why you get the
Pops,
Yeah.
and the bangs.
It's so great. I love it. And here goes our grade 8. Kobayashi versus Hinato. Jace versus Aoki. Nakamura versus Nagahiro. And Russell versus Hada. These are all going to be really great matches. Yeah, so my guess is for Kimura, there was probably a couple arms bent, and he's like, you know what?
Yeah, only
Just-
able to fix one.
Just put me out there, because worst case scenario, I can't keep up. But especially when it comes to drifting, you never can tell when someone's gonna blow a valve
Yeah.
or send a piston through the top of the block. Or out the side.
But that's the part of racing. So now the guys will get ready for the grade 8. We should see Kobayashi and Hinato coming out very shortly.
Yeah, definitely open for less incidents in the top 8 or grade 8. So the some of the most crowded seats are on the starting line. There's a nice cover. It feels great over there. It's always a nice breeze.
Next to
With the side we're on, no cover whatsoever. There was clouds until just a little while ago, but it looks like the clouds are coming back, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, the shaded area is kind of next to all the food, all the venues, you know, all that. So a lot of the fans are staying over there, where they can buy merch, get food, get drinks, whatever they need.
Yeah.
This track's so big, so like if you're on one side of the track, you are walking a long way to get to the other side.
We know because we've walked back and forth so
Every
many
day.
times. Looks like Hinato and Jace are actually making it back to the staging area. So pretty soon we should be seeing Kobayashi and Aoki. Yeah, and that's part of the reason for Kimoto driving like that. That's part of the reason why they checked underneath multiple times, both front and rear, to make sure that there was no leaks.
Nothing broken.
Oh, another thing about Okayama Circuit is you can see the cottages over in the background. And for some of the staff, either the pit crew or some of the workers for FD, that's where we've been staying. A quick 5-minute walk and you're here.
Yep.
The nearest places outside of here is like anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour away. And Yokohama presents FDJ2, Round 6, Okayama International Circuit, Grade 8. Pulling up to the line now, we have car number 62. Tatsuya Kobayashi, Team Trinity Racing with his JZX 100 Mark II in the lead. And in the chase, car number 620, Hinato, with Athlete and LB Racing and his JZX 100 Chaser. So another JZX battle.
Big entry as Renato not backing down, getting right in there at the door, right next to him, all the way through outer zone 1. Transitions together, coming around to this outer zone 2, not losing any distance. Looks like he might have got lost in the smoke a little bit, backing up right at the end of outer zone 3, but then continues through.
Damn. Hinato just sticking to the door. Looks like Kobayashi. Nice, good, wide lead. Right on the outer zone of zone 1. Good transition, good switchback. Hinato right there though. Good proximity for zone 3. And good switchback to the inner clip. And you can just see how close they are with this drone footage. Diving in really nicely. Tell you what, nothing was phasing that middle schooler.
Nope.
Now switching positions, you have Hinato and his chaser in the lead. And you have Kobayashi. It is Mark II in the chase.
Kobayashi staying right there with him, getting right in that pocket all the way through outer zone 1. Again, not backing down at that transition. Gets even closer on the next transition to outer zone 2. Does a nice job through outer zone 3, not losing any proximity all the way through that touch and go.
Dude, that was a run.
That was a good one. That was definitely a good battle.
Great proximity from both chase drivers. Excellent lead. Both lead. Nice and deep through zone 1. Good switchback. Right at zone 2. Yeah, Hinato just laying down an excellent lead. Kobayashi right there with him. Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Kobayashi. Judge Fukada, Kobayashi. Judge Yamanaka goes Tatsuya Kobayashi. So it's like Kobayashi is going on to the final 4.
And with that being said, if he loses the next battle, he will get an automatic 3rd place as he is the top qualifier. So he is on the podium no matter what.
Up for our next battle, we have car number 23, Jace Viocola in his Z33 Fairlady. And in the chase, car number 109, Yusuke Aoki, Guardian of the Kite, riding out the pit in his JZX100 Mark II.
See if Aoki is able to slow down enough for Jace. As they get around outer zone 1, Aoki transitioning right there, but being maybe a little too deep on the transition for that touch and go, and outer zone 2 causing him to fall back as Chase rounds out his lead run.
I mean, it's really tricky, especially if you're a faster car. But it looks like he maybe underestimated his speed.
And he was just too deep in that transition.
Maybe 2 tires off in the dirt.
And then also doing that in the second outer zone definitely cost him some ground and was just unable to catch back up.
Oh, we should see a much better view from here. Coming in, looks like proximity closing. Looks like 1 tire off and another tire off. Oh, it looks like he slowed down quite a bit between 2 and 3 as well. Yeah, Jace is quite a bit faster this round.
I think Okayabuki definitely helped him out.
Yeah.
Because he was definitely faster last round than he was 2 rounds ago. So he's just progressively getting faster and faster. I know his sim driving is definitely helping him a lot.
It's a Z33. Okay, switching positions. Aoki in the lead and Jace in the chase.
Big initiation grade. Jason staying right there on his door at the inside of outer zone 1. And oh! It looks like Aoki just over-rotated right at the end of outer zone 1. And I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no.
I think this is the first time we've seen that this whole entire time being here. Somebody over-rotating out, coming out of outer zone 1.
No, we've seen during qualifying. Just once. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen it in any sort of battle. Back on the gas here. Coming out. Yeah, it just looks like he got too much. Just back on it a little too hard once he threw the back end out. No, yeah, it didn't look like there was contact. Yeah, excellent save by Jace. Judge Imamura, Jace. Judge Fukada, Jace. Judge Yamanaka, Jace. Now, pulling up for battle 3. In the lead, we have car number 7, Soshiro Nakamura with Japan Environment Development Racing with Valina in his S15. And in the chase, we have car number 99, Kazuya Nagihiro Racing S14.
Coming around into outer zone 1. Had a little bobble at that 3-2-1, so he's falling back. He's just not able to keep up to that touch and go and outside clip and outer zone 3. He's now trying to catch up at that inside clip.
Yeah, it just looked like Nakamura was able to put good distance between them. And Nagihiro washed out a little bit there. And that was the end of the story. Nakamura putting down a very good lead run. Nice and deep for each of the zones. Yeah, sometimes just a little washout can lead to a huge gap that you just can't close. Oh, Soshiro is not related to Nakamura, to Naoki. They are family friends, though.
Yes.
And switching positions, we're going to have Nagihiro in the lead and Nakamura in the chase. Yeah, there's probably quite a bit of a difference between the lead in the chase and horsepower. I guess there's something on the course. So they have to have our guys or the track crew go and inspect it. Looks like the next two battles, the drivers are heading to the staging area.
Safe distance around outer zone 1. He'll now start to dive in, transition right at that bumper. Now coming around to outer zone 2. Getting nice and close in outer zone 3 and then having to check up and then falls back a little bit, but now trying to get back into that door. That inside clip.
Put down a really nice lead mark. A little deep in zone 1. Nice smooth transition. Little shallow through 3. It looked like Nakamura almost washed out pretty bad.
Yeah, you can see him dive in and then realize it was too much.
Yeah.
And having to check back up.
It's a good thing.
And he lost some distance doing that, though.
But overall, still a good chase. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Nakamura. Judge Fukada, Nakamura. Judge Yamanaka goes Soshiro Nakamura. So like Nakamura will be going to the final 4. Now the last battle for the in the grade 8. In the lead we have car number 896 Russell Barr with RPM Parts with his 200 SX in the chase. Car number 85 Daisuke Hara, Team CM Feeling in his S15 Sylvia.
That first outer zone, Hara kind of getting lost in the smoke just a little bit, and then falls back, and then now trying to catch up through that second outside zone, and then just is unable to gain that distance back through that inside switch.
Man, I tell you what, Russell putting down another killer lead. Just right there on the edge. Good transition. Lots of angle, nice and deep through 2 and 3. Looks like Hada was just having a little bit of issues trying to keep up. It looks like he washed out a little bit going towards zone 1 and just couldn't keep up after that. Overall, a very good lead by Russell. And whenever Hada washed out, he just had some trouble keeping back up. Now switching positions, Daisuke Hada in the lead and Russell Var in the chase.
Got a false start. Start over.
Hada's bumper is messing me up because it makes me look like he's got different camber on his 2 front wheels. But it might be from the accident. And it could just be the angle.
His alignment does look a little off, but I think it's just because of that bumper being missing. Can't tell. Another pylon dodge.
Oh, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
It makes me wonder. I don't recall any time where there's been 3.
I don't think I've ever seen 3 either.
But you can tell he's probably going to be a little bit more cautious this time. But you also have to take a look at the light. You can't wait too long either.
Yep. Safe start. Hada in the front. Russell in the rear. Coming in, Russell diving in right there at that door, all the way through outer zone 1. Looks like he's lost in the smoke, but then doesn't back down as they get through outer zone 2. Russell playing nice and safe and conservative as they come around this inside clip. Going through the finish line.
Russell with a great chase. Looked like he mimicked each one of the movements.
Watching that dive on that first outer zone in person is insane.
Yeah.
Because you see it from the distance, so you see like how fast he's actually getting in there.
A great run by Hada. Looks like he didn't quite get out as far into zone 3 as we would have liked. But overall, put down a really good run. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Russell. Judge Fukada, Russell. Judge Yamanaka goes Russell.
He will be battling Nakamura in the final 4.
I think everybody Ricky.
Yep. Ricky is a FDJ2 driver. So if you watch that, you'll see him on there.
And he works. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, guys, for the Final Four.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディホイールは MID
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis. Made in Japan. Breed.
And we're back for the Final Four. We have Tatsuya Kobayashi versus Jace, and Soshiro Nakamura versus Russell Prod. And we have our top 4 qualifiers and the final 4 positions. I feel like the TE37s are definitely a classic. Tons of people love them. You can never go wrong with those. Inkjet, a lot of people love those too. Super lightweight, especially the PS13s.
Yeah. I think my go-to wheels right now are the CSTs. They're pretty light.
I'd look and see what Up Garage has and see what I can afford. But normally that doesn't always line up. It looks like we have all our drivers back in the staging area to get ready for burnouts for the final four. I think my favorite are probably the R34 GTR wheels. I just been using them because they were super cheap back in the day. But we have Yokohama presents FDJ2 Round 6, Okayama International Circuit, Final 4. And with the top four, the only person guaranteed a podium position is Kobayashi.
Right. Being the #1 qualifier, that's how that works.
Yeah, it's one of the benefits. Pulling up to the line now, car number 62, Tatsuya Kobayashi with Team Trinity Racing in his JZX100 Mark II. And in the chase, we have car number 23 with Veo Colo in his Z33 Fair Lady Jace.
Right there next to him, all the way through outer zone 3 and falling back a little bit after the outer zone. And it gets right back into that zone at the first one.
Jason has maintained really good proximity, and Kobayashi putting together a really good lead.
Kobayashi can have a tire out.
Yeah.
Throttle lead the whole time.
A little wide, but with Kobayashi going so much angle, it gives Jace the opportunity to stay close and stay in proximity. Yeah, lots of angle here by Kobayashi. Jace is able to dive in, close the gap a bit. And a great switchback. Now they're pulling around to switch positions. We'll have Jace in the lead and Kobayashi in the chase.
right off the rip, all the way through outer zone 1, backing up just enough room for the transition. Now coming back into proximity, trying to get into that door through that outer zone 3. And now dives back in through that inside flip. Through the finish line.
Doing an excellent lead by Jace. Kobayashi just putting march on that door the whole way around. Oh, Will, as far as hardness for drifting tires, really it boils down to what type of car you have. The less horsepower you have, the harder tire you want.
Here they run really soft tires.
For the competitions like this, yes, they are soft tires. And if you look at J1, it's even softer.
Yeah.
If you look like some sort of weekend drift event, they're starting to get harder. Or if you look at like the Matsuris, where they come out and they're drift festivals, then a lot of times they're even harder than that.
Yeah.
And that's just so with a harder tire, they last a lot longer.
Get them a little harder as well.
And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, one more time. Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka, one more time. It looks like we'll see Kobayashi versus Jace one more time. Coming up for our second battle with the final 4. In lead, we have car number 7, Soshiro Nakamura with Japan Environment Development Racing with Valina in his S15 Sylvia. In the chase, 896, Russell Barr with RPM Parts in his 200 SX.
Ton of angle. Oh! Oh no. Looks like Russell might have tapped Nakamura. Spinning both of them out.
It might have come in just a little hot.
A little too hot. I was about to say, I don't think they've ever battled each other. Ooh.
Oh yeah, it just touched his back tire. Yeah, it looks like Russell coming just a little hot. All the rocks on the track.
It looks like they're going to be grabbing a little street sweeper, picking it all up.
Well, they got that one guy with the broom. Oh yeah. Yeah, Russell came in, meaning business.
Oh,
Just a little bit of rear toe.
he's crab walking a good bit.
Now here's a question. Does this mean that he'll be able to change his rear tire?
No.
But just driving like this,
He would. That's really bad.
it is definitely a bit of toe. I think this means that Nakamura's going to get 10 minutes to be able to try and repair his car.
And for everyone wondering, I've seen a lot of comments about it. This is not Naoki Nakamura's son, but his dad does do drive in FDJ1 and is Shintaro Nakamura in the RX-7 FD. So he does have a long line of drifting in his family as well. But they are really good friends with Naoki. I know that.
Yes, they are. They are family friends. And you'll see that Naoki, Shintaro, and Soshiro, Ricky all have cars that are essentially made in the same in-style fashion. And I believe they're all the chassis are all hand-painted by Naoki.
Yes, which is crazy. Like all the livery is all stickers, but the paintwork itself, from red to pink to purple, is all done by Naoki. All of the cars that are in style, design, they're all painted by him and nobody else.
Yeah, but he gets that's correct. However, yes, 10 minutes. More than likely, what's going to be the case is they will swap a couple arms in the rear. That should be good. But that's one of the things that you want to do, especially with a lot of the cars like this, is you want to have a weak point that is not the subframe. So you would rather have an arm brake because it's 2 bolts usually to swap, rather than a subframe, which requires you to unbolt everything. Unless you're Cusco, then you have 4 bolts and the subframe pops out. You can swap a new one in 5 minutes. It looks like Kobayashi is coming around into the staging area. We're there one more time. So the reason why a lot of drivers have a lot of camber on the front wheels is because when they're at full lock, A lot of them will flatten out a bit more, especially when the car is sideways. That way you get more grip on the course going sideways. They don't care about a lot of grip when you're going straight, but they care about it when you're sideways. So our Japanese announcer said they're going to just go ahead and replace the lower arms, and it should be good. He said lower arms, but I assume that they're going to take a look at the rear arms as well. Tension and toe. And they have 10 minutes. Most of these mechanics, they are pretty good at swapping arms, so you're looking at maybe 2 minutes. They already have the arms ready. Have a separate mechanic just go ahead and set them to the right size. So it should be 2 to 3 bolts. Check alignment and you're good. Oh, there was contact between Soshira's rear wheel and Russell's front wheel. Yeah, so there is a 10-minute time limit. You might not be able to see it on camera right now, but one of the staff is holding up a timer that has 10 minutes. You see Kato-san right there? He's wearing the timer on a necklace. Sort of like Flavor Flav, this big clock. I don't really like the fact that they're lifting up the front while there's someone in the back. They're swapping it. Okay. Maybe the opposite side. I didn't realize that you needed to swap tires. Looks like Jason's headed back to the staging area for their one more time. Yeah, generally, Blue Arms is one of 2 companies usually. It's either Wise Fab or Cusco. Oh, D-Max. So 3 companies. There's probably another dozen they use. Yeah, teach them that motor lesson. I'd say that's one thing I see really big here at all these drift events is the electronic scooters. Is it pretty big in the States as well for most drift events?
I feel like they would have. I see a lot of BMX bikes, skateboards more.
Oh yeah, you very rarely see skateboards here.
Yeah. Right now we're gonna go back to our first battle, which will now be was a one more time. It's gonna be Kobayashi versus Chase.
Correct. I'm pretty sure that they'll make the time limit, even if it's just getting something in and no alignment and calling it. So I would have thought Russell would have, pulled his car back to the pits to check.
Yeah. Well, since he was at fault, he would have to take a timeout.
Pulling back up. In the lead, we have car number 62 with Team Trinity Racing in his JZX100 Mark II, Tatsuya Kobayashi. And in the chase, we have car number 23, Veo Colo, in his Z33 Fairlady, Jace.
Around with this. Oh, Jace has shut down Kobayashi. Run by himself. Oh. Saving it and almost went into the wall, but he definitely saved it there. Jace is driving around.
And the car's running, but I do hear something.
Yeah, there's something
maybe,
rattling around down there.
Maybe axle?
Maybe.
Man. So we've seen it before, whereas if he didn't pull off the line and would have waited, they would have red flagged, and then he could have called a timeout. But if it's a transmission, then yeah, it looked like I don't know yet. It could be a transmission. It looks or sounds like a drivetrain issue. Now Kobayashi has to pull to the line to get Jace to use a timeout. I'm not sure with the Z. It sounds like there's drivetrain issues. It could be a transmission, could be a diff, could be an axle. We are not sure at this time. But he seems to be okay because he turned his flashers off. I don't know. He's lining up. So I'm not sure. Our crew's going to ask to make sure everything's okay. And there's Jace's team and father. And so they're trying to find out whether essentially Jace thinks his machine will make it. Or whether he wants to call a timeout. That would be a crazy move. And then you pull out like, and nothing's wrong. And Kobayashi's like, I better play it safe.
But you would cost your chase run.
I don't.
Maybe it is a strategy. I guess we'll see.
That would be a crazy one.
Definitely playing it a little safe. They're coming around out of zone 1. Gives them about a car distance between outer zone 2 and 3. They're making their way around to this inside clip.
Yeah, I mean, the Z looked like it was fine. But as it was coming around, we heard a rattle before. Maybe whatever the rattle is fell off. Jay's putting down a great lead run. Nice and deep. Lots of angle going into zone 3. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Kobayashi. Judge Fukada, Kobayashi. Judge Yamanaka goes Tatsuya Kobayashi.
He is the first person into our finals.
And now we have the second half of the run between Nakamura and Russell.
But I haven't seen Nakamura come out yet.
Haven't either. Okay, so what happened is the 10 minutes ran out, so Nakamura was able to use his own 5-minute timeout on top of that to give him an additional 5 minutes to be able to get everything sorted. There is 1 minute.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Yes, sir. I don't know if they're not able to get the arm out. And it really sucks in this location because it's not like you have a lot of power tools that you'd be able to get in there with. Oh. It looks like the knuckle bent.
See Nakamura's father right there, standing up there next to his door.
With the sunglasses on. Sucks, dude. So they said because it happened on the first run and not the second run, that it looks like Russell is going to get a bye run. Because Nakamura is unable to do the chase run.
Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. I know nobody wants to move on in any sort of way from damage.
Okay, so I was just told that they awarded Nakamura with the win against Russell, but because he's unable to fix his car in time, Kobayashi is going to get a bye run
For the finals.
for the finals.
So it is.
So it would be Kobayashi in first place, Nakamura in second place, and Russell in third place. Yeah, so they ruled that because Russell was at fault for the crash, he's out. But because Nakamura was unable to return for the next battle, he's out. But like the thing that's weird to me, is I would have thought that for Nakamura to be out, Kobayashi would have to come up to the line. And then Nakamura would take his 5-minute timeout.
Yeah, he could have just said, I retired. This one also, though. He wouldn't have to go to the line. If he knows he's not going to make it, he's out.
But they were just starting to button things back up. But that's the way the rules go.
Yep.
Unfortunate ending. I mean, again, it's tricky. I mean, I don't know what the. I would like to have seen Russell. Or I would like to have seen Nakamura come back and battle Russell.
He was very close, very, very close. It looked like they were putting on the last arm, and there was just some trouble in there.
Yeah. Also, I would have thought that Kobayashi would have had to get to the line before Nakamura would have had to use his 5-minute timeout. And if that's the case, like, why didn't they just immediately send Russell back to the pits instead of making him wait at the start line? I know, but I agree. You can't reward Russell for causing an accident. Otherwise, you can just keep doing that every time around.
Yeah.
But now if he was able to fix his car, then he'd have to battle Russell. Then the winner of that would have to battle Kobayashi. But because he couldn't return, essentially it's two people gone.
Correct.
Yokohama Tires presents FDJ2. Round 6. Okayama International Circuit. Kobayashi, the champion. By run for the final.
Yep. Qualifying first and now winning the whole event.
I think giving the wall a love tap. That's a good send-off for the wall.
Yep.
Just paint it with some gold. Yeah, the judges were saying, yeah, one more time.
Hey, they're asking, you want to go one more time?
Yeah, this finals reminds me of the Shizuoka finals.
Yeah. What, Shizuoka?
Yeah, Suzuka. Yeah, whenever Nagase's clutch overheated. But this was a lot less time.
Yeah.
So second broke, but because second broke and couldn't return, third also had to retire.
Correct.
So it's like a forced retirement
Yes. 'cause
whenever
Russell-
you're at fault.
Yep. Russell caused the accident. So at that point, he would have to retire if the other driver could not make it back to the starting line. So in theory, they both got knocked out. And since Russell was ranked third and Jace was ranked fourth, Russell will take the podium over Jace.
Correct. Yeah, so Kobayashi will come out to the winner's circle. Russell will be out here too, and there might be a chance Nakamura's car is running again. Maybe. And he'll be coming out as well.
They might get it back together just for the.
I mean, it is very anticlimactic, but unfortunately it is what it is.
Yeah, sometimes it just works like that.
I mean, you can't reward somebody for knocking out an opponent. If Nakamura was able to come back, then he would have been able to do his chase run with Russell doing his lead run. But because Nakamura was unable to come back, you can't put Russell forward because that's essentially a reward for knocking out an opponent.
Correct.
So then they're both forced retired. And it sucks. But also, so does hitting an opponent.
Yep, that's how it plays out sometimes. Sad, but that's how it works.
Oh, Russell is in third.
Yep.
Because of his qualifying in third position.
Not because he's the third qualifier, just because he is the highest between him and Jace. Jace was fourth qualifier, Russell was third, so he is higher than Jace, so he is the reason. That's the reason why.
He is the highest qualifier in the final four that didn't make it to the finals.
Correct.
やったーやったーあ、俺のイヤホンだありがとうございますありがとうございますやったー
I mean, yeah, it does sort of stink, but I feel it's probably the most fair outcome to the situation.
it was kind of cool to see that our final 4 was our top 4 qualifiers. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's.
Really
I think that's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, somehow it just worked out that way. I guess in theory that's how it's supposed to work out on paper, but you don't really see it, and it's crazy to see that we had it.
And then we ended like this. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to see some good battles. Oh. Yokohama presents FDJ2, Round 6, Okayama International Circuit Awards. And Kobayashi gets first place. And Nakamura coming in second. Oh. And Isaac, the other thing that's crazy about Russell is he only had just enough tires for competition and the top 16.
Yeah. Yeah, he had enough for one more time.
Yep.
And he got that
ありがとうござい
one
ま
more
す。
time. So kind of worked out.
They just asked him
ちょっと初めての
how
この
was
国
today's
際コ
condition, how
ー
was
ス
the
だったん
course.
ですけど、
He said it's his
とても
first
気
time
持
on
ち
the
よく
course.
走れて、楽しかったです。
He said it's very fun. He felt very comfortable. They said that he moved up to 3rd position in the series ranking. Does he have any plans
そ
for
こ
next
は
year?
ちょっとオーナーさん次第で
He's
あれですけど、
like, I need to talk
まあ
to
また
some people.
来年も走れるように、まあ、頑張ろうかなと思います。
He's like, next year, I'm going to do my best no matter what. Yeah, that's right. They didn't have the cool final battle music or.
Yeah, it was very unconventional into the top 16 final battles. Sometimes it just plays like that.
But overall, these guys, they had a hell of a day.
Yeah.
Came out. Great leads, great chases. It looks like everybody had fun. And that's all you can really ask for, right?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, so not sure. He said he needs to talk to the owner about whether to progress to FDJ1 or stay in FDJ2.
Yep. A lot of the drivers have to redo their sponsorships at the end of the year. Their sponsorships only go for 1 year, so they pretty much have to resubmit all of their sponsorship applications and start all the way over for the next season. So it all really depends on the off season where they really go.
Yeah. So for tomorrow, we'll see you guys again for top 32 for FDJ1, and then following that, we will have the top 16 ceremony and 16 to the finals.
Yep.
So have a great one, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. It's always a pleasure being able to explain everything to y'all and y'all interacting. So we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
やった表彰式広瀬さんがいるんで一気にやっちゃってください。そうだね。みんなここで集まってやろうよ。あけど女来てないと。監督が。こっちからここ行ってこっちあ、パンさん。あ、どうぞ。ちょっとこっち側はこっち。で、なるべく前に。お見合いしてる。兄弟で。イエイイエイ。あざーす。
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
MID ホイール Are you ready everybody MID ホイールダンディムーディ MID ホイールキャンディーフレンディホイールは MID
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis. Made in Japan. Breed.